Hello.
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 I'm not talking to you, Thea. You want to come and say hi to everybody? Come here. These are my friends. Say hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Your grandfather has a rather low bar.
All right, you go play. Okay, bye.
how old is that baby?
She is 4 years old.
Oh.
And for a while, you know, because everything was closed and whatever, we didn't have her. So Kings Island's getting ready to open back up, and Edwin went back to work, and we've got her again.
All right. Ooh. We got screen share set up and
Everything should be good.
okay. Getting hair back. You look like Ray's haircut now.
Yeah, starting to grow back.
The other guy just
We haven't heard from Steve in a while. He must have got serious about his girlfriend. He's abandoned us, Joe. Joe hadn't forgot us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Joseph, but I still go by Mike.
Oh, that's tricky.
Yeah, well, my uncle was Joseph Sullivan, and there was some confusion as to who they were talking about. So they started calling me by my middle name.
What's going on, Mike? Anything fun?
I installed well, let me back up. My wife worked with a woman, and Wi-Fi, she pronounced that as Wi-Fi. So she had to go home and connect to her Wi-Fi. So
Oh,
I installed a Wi-Fi connected garage door controller yesterday. Operates off of an app on the cell phone. It's just easy as could be.
what was it?
Oh, Wi-Fi enabled controller for the garage door opener.
Uh-huh.
It has an app on the telephone where you can open and close the garage door from your phone. And it also generates a log so that if my wife opens the door or I open it or somebody else, it sends us a message that indicates the door has been opened. We can check the status. So,
Yeah, that Ryobi we got does that too. It's handy occasionally.
yeah. Well, this is compatible with a 40-year-old Craftsman garage door opener. It was cheaper to buy this and install it than it was to try to find a regular remote to go into the car. Not that
Oh,
I
yeah.
have one.
Jim looks
Well,
like
this-
he's in mission control. All the monitors up above him.
Yeah. I got one over there. It's not turned on.
Got one behind me. I've got the 2 TV sets on either side. I've got another monitor. I need a monitor over on this side.
Yeah, the only trouble with this machine is it keeps taking the screen icons and rearranging them. So I open up the machine and suddenly now I've got everything scrambled. Excuse me.
I had a machine that did that. I don't remember how I fixed it. Couldn't have been very difficult to fix. I had a machine that would do that though. That every other time you turn it on, the icons would not be where they were.
Yeah, we had just a flash of a power shortage yesterday. And so everything folded down and came right back up. But then we had to walk around and reset everything. And that's when it, it's not difficult to take 50 icons and put them back in place, but it's a pain.
I had a small tree branch on my trunk of my car yesterday. That was fun.
When you say small, is this small compared to sequoias, or is this small?
It was small enough to pick up and throw off the car.
Okay.
It didn't do any damage to the car or anything. The tree that I have to park under, you could hear it. It's just sitting there cracking. Every time the wind blew, it was like, maybe I should move the car.
Good idea.
And I don't know what it is. Some sort of weird sun thing that my mom's got out on the porch, and the wind got up under it and turned it into a sail and kind of pulled it down the porch. It was kind of interesting.
I'm trying to think, we had a hurricane come through about 10 years ago, and the neighbor had a corrugated aluminum roof on our carport, and it was peeling those panels off one at a time, and then sending them down the street guillotine style. It's like, not a good idea.
When that wind came through, that hurricane, I didn't even realize that it was a hurricane. I was out driving and goofing off, and I had to go and get batteries for something. And I went up to Myers up there at the town boulevard.
Yeah.
And the gas station had collapsed. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I walked inside and people were just in a panic, and I bought a set of batteries, and the guy goes, there's a hurricane. I'm like, really? Okay. Said, you're not buying a bunch of stuff? I said, no, I need batteries. That's what I came out here for. I need batteries.
Well,
totally oblivious.
Julie talks about the 20 years that she worked in the pharmacy at Kroger, that the White Death is coming. You got to buy milk, toilet paper. What's the third thing that's part of the White Death?
Yeah. Patty sees that. She works there in Kroger, and she sees the same thing. People panic.
We caught a guy in front of the milk, and he had, I think I counted 35 gallons of milk.
Holy cow.
It's like there was everything underneath. It was piled up on top. The little kiddie seats were full.
How was he planning on keeping that good?
Well, it was wintertime, so I presume he thought if it gets cold enough in the house, it'll stay good.
Even cold milk goes bad eventually. Okay.
Just an aside story, I was down at Fort Hope, Louisiana, and the cooks and the cadre down there were thieves and abysmal. And anything that came in that was good, they just stole it and took it home. And so we never got any chocolate milk, ever. And so I had KP along with these two other guys, and they had a milk delivery, and they delivered 5 gallons of chocolate milk. And we said, we're taking that. So the 3 of us stole that 5-gallon container of chocolate milk. And I can tell you as a fact, 3 people cannot drink 5 gallons of chocolate milk, no matter how much you want it. You can't do it.
That's like Gail went on one of her runs, and it was a chocolate place. They celebrated chocolate, and she said that no one up there could eat chocolate anymore. They couldn't stand chocolate, and I told her I didn't believe that at all. That had to be a lie.
Well, my daughter gave me a little sweatshirt, and it's like the cutout letters from a ransom note. And it says, hand over the chocolate and no one will get hurt. Well, I hear my wife slamming the door coming in. I think, gentlemen, I'm going to depart. I may catch you next week. Don't really have much going on.
All right.
Glad you dropped by.
Well,
Good chance.
pleasure to see you.
There'll be more people showing up later. They drift in, drift out. There's Vicente now.
I'll wait until he comes on, just wave.
To say bye. Hi, Vicente.
Hi,
We can't see you, but that's all right.
what happened with my camera?
Yeah, I had to turn mine on. Yeah.
I was just getting ready to go.
Hi.
Bye.
Hi,
See you
Mike.
next week.
Look at this, great minds.
You discovered my real identity.
No, I'm Batman.
No.
See, it says so right there. Batman.
This is a serious thing.
I'm 1966 Batman.
Okay.
Well, I see Commissioner Gordon down here in the left-hand corner wearing a cowboy hat. So
Next time, bring your Batman shirt. So what's going on with you, Vicente?
What? What's going on?
What's going on with you?
I'm just assembling my computer, my ruler computer, remember?
Wow.
Trying to, my simulator is working, but this computer never has an I/O port in its date 50 years ago.
Uh-huh.
There was a single box with buttons and LEDs, and they don't use LEDs, they use lamps, incandescent lamps. But
Okay.
never had a I/O port to interface with the real world, you know. So I am trying to add an I/O port to the computer. I don't know if you see something here, but I am working on. Can you see it?
Yes. Kind of.
This is a kit that you can buy for $75
No.
of the simulator of the computer.
Mm-hmm.
This one was made by me last year using an Arduino Nano, and this is the ruler. The simulator is working, but I am trying to use an I2C expander to have the 2 address of the memory out of the computer, just to have 8 bits as output and 8 bits as inputs. Just in this way, you can control anything, stepper motors, servos, or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I am respecting the original code of the computer. I just create a window to see the register inside the computer outside in my breadboard. In this way, you can use the computer to make real experiments with real stuff, relays or whatever. That's the idea. It's more fun just to control something with it. That's what I am working on. The next problem is to use the real-time clock of this microcontroller. It works in a very low power configuration, and you can have a real-time clock. And my idea is to use the ruler as a digital watch also, so you can have some utility. A part of a computer simulator, you have a digital watch just for fun. This is what I am working on.
A watch, a computer, and a ruler all in one.
Yes. You know the guy that made the DG ruler? The DG ruler is a ruler with some assembly code that you can do some stuff very simple. And it's hard to find because the guy used to make batches every 6 months or something.
Okay.
He made maybe 40 parts or something and then sell them. But he contacted me because he wants this ruler. And I tell him, okay, let's switch your ruler by my one, and we exchange the boards. Well, okay, when I have it ready, I will send him a ruler, and he will send me another one. Let me check in internet if I can find the DG ruler. Okay, here. I will share my.
You should be able to.
Okay, DG ruler. Share screen here. Share. Can you see it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is the DG rule. This is the page of that. You have an address line of LEDs and a data line of LEDs, and you can program very simple stuff. Okay, this is the DG rule. I was inspired by this thing to make the Kimball one in a rule, you know, just following this kind of idea. But mine is different in many aspects, but it's based on the same idea that you can have a computer in a ruler in your desk.
It's pretty neat.
And this is so What's going on? What are you doing, Leroy?
I am working on getting Junior running again.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
you said something about that.
I've got a little thing.
You are using a Raspberry Pi to control it?
Yeah, here. Let's see. I probably showed the screen too early. I've got
You are using MQTT serial, right?
right.
To send commands.
So the MQTT serial is running on the Mega.
Uh-huh.
It's warm. That shouldn't be warm. Anyway,
Okay.
so the Mega is what's doing all the I/O inside the robot, and the Raspberry Pi is going to handle the speech and some other small functions there.
Are you planning to speak commands?
Eventually.
Will be neat.
The serial part of it is real simple. You're just opening a serial port and phrasing a line in like a JSON line, a JSON string.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see here, I've subscribed to 2 topics that the Mega is listening to, and it publishes to 1 topic, which is basically a status topic for it. And this window right here shows what the serial port is doing, and it's actually not all that important. This is my subscribed status topic, so you can see where it says online, on and off. Then I can send a thing here that says, you know, to the blank topic. And if you look, the LED turned on. And if we turn it back off, and then you can see over here that it actually says that it's on and off. And if we subscribe, or if we send something to the count topic, it will send just an incremented counter. It's a real simple demo right now. But that's the idea behind it. And the idea, the reason why I decided to use MQTT was because the Mega is going to, it's going to have output in the form of LEDs, but it's also going to have the keypad for the input. So if it's always listening for something to do with the LEDs, it will never do anything with the keypad. So I'm going to have it listening for the keypad, and then listen for the MQTT topic of
commands,
LEDs or something for it.
Yeah.
And then that's the Raspberry Pi. I've got a Raspberry Pi already in it, but this is my tester, and I've got I'm gonna have to log into that to it. I didn't set it up. I've got a couple of programs running on it. That are currently listening to an MQTT topic, and let's see.
what do you have in your screen at your back? Is a screensaver?
Yeah.
Great.
So let's see here. I will share this screen again. This is now the Raspberry Pi, and I'm listening to a topic called board. So if I send a message over here, oh, wrong thing. If I send a message over here to the board topic,
go to a concert with local artists with some friends. Write a list of things you are grateful for.
Stephen Hawking.
Learn how to make a website.
so that topic just, it goes off to a web server that gives you ideas of what to do if you're bored. So I was going to set one of the keys from here, like if you hit the number 2 or something, it'll give you a
have a picnic with some friends.
An idea for being bored. And then the other one, well, that's obviously a Python. And it's actually pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to it. It goes off, gets the request, and then phrases everything in JSON and comes back. And the other one is to tell jokes. And this one's a little bit more, there's a little bit more going on because we can request 3 different types of jokes.
No one has ever pair programmed with Chuck Norris and lived to tell about it. Yo mama so fat that she fell over and rocked herself to sleep trying to get up. Why don't skeletons ride roller coasters? They don't have the stomach for it.
That's just bad. It's a bad joke. It subscribes to the joke topic, and then it listens to for 3 different messages. So if we look, it is kind of the same program as before, only now we're listening for either the keyword dad, joke, or mama. And joke is mostly Chuck Norris jokes, but it's a random joke, and it's coming from 3 different API websites, but they're all phrased with a JSON string, and you just pull out the joke out of the JSON string, and then you tell eSpeak to tell the joke right down here.
Where do you have the text-to-speech code?
I'm using eSpeak. So
this is in the Raspberry Pi?
Yeah.
Hello world.
eSpeak is it's just an app that you can install.
You can choose the speaker, the accent.
Yeah.
Hello world.
I think there's 9 different ones.
Hello world.
The female voices.
Hello world. Hello world.
Uh-huh.
You can really hear the difference with the female
Hello world.
voices. So you can change. I don't know what the command is. You can change the pitch and the speed of it too.
Hello world. Hello world. Hello world.
That one's not bad. Let's see, right here, I have changed the voice, and that's the speed. I think the default
Yeah,
speed
yeah.
is like 200, and that's a little too fast.
This is faster, right?
Yeah.
100 is the default. 100
100?
is the default speed.
No, I think, well, 100 is slower.
Okay.
Hello world.
I think full
Hello
speed.
world.
I think full speed is
Hello world.
200.
200.
Hello world.
Yeah, that sounds about the same.
Hello world.
Maybe 170.
Hello world. Hello world.
If you slow it down,
Hello world.
so that one was 100. That's a little slow. You can make it really slow. Like,
Hello world.
Is how the friend of Nemo, Lori, Lori, I don't remember the name, the blue fish that forget everything. Lori.
Johnny at World.
Hello. She used to speak in slow motion.
oh, wow. We're almost out of time already. Seems like we just started.
We only had 4 people for a minute, so I'm surprised they're wanting to zap us.
Yeah.
If for 3 people is free forever.
Yeah. My toy for this week is this.
Ah!
That's a 40-watt ultraviolet lamp for this contagion that we're dealing with. This is a zapper, contagion zapper. I got a 4-watt too. You can barely tell that it's on. I keep it over the sink. This 40-watt one looks like it's a little too dangerous to leave out in the open. Okay, what you got there, Vicente?
I don't know, $3 lamp.
Oh, UV lamp, huh?
No, this is a standard. It has a very round spot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got one of those that you can change the focal distance and the size of the spot. Those are cute.
I don't know if this can do that. No. No, this is fixed.
Okay.
This is for the bat signal.
The bat signal. Yeah.
Oh. I was looking on eBay today. I've had to update my SIM card, pay for service for my burglar alarm, and I happened to see some other SIM cards, and it looks like you can put your access point on a SIM card and have unlimited service for years and years, maybe a year. It looks like they've sold like 8,000 of these. It's unlimited service, no limit, no speed limit, no caps, no nothing. And it's for the AT&T. Right now, it's just LTE, whatever speed that is. It's faster than my internet, by the way, and it's $50. I think it's $50 a year. Yeah, that's what I said, $50. Even at $50 a month, they're getting my interest because they're talking about doing that with 5G. And if they do that with 5G, that's going to hurt Spectrum and a lot of people who sell internet, because I'm done with internet service providers if that happens. If I can get 5G service for a reasonable price and no caps. One of the things they said about 5G is it's worthless if you have data caps, because you'll run out quick because it's very, very fast and you can download a movie in seconds. So guess what's happened to your utilization, your data usage. Now, this LTE would be fine for me. It probably wouldn't keep Leroy happy. But it would,
It's very slow.
5G means that you will spend more money faster.
yeah. Well,
You hit the wrong key, you may download a movie or something that you don't want,
yeah.
and you have to pay for it.
But if they do unlimited data, which they just about have to, or it has to be.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the services on the data. You know, the data is blind, but you will be using services, subscribed to services, and when you hit something, you will be charged for the service.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that you have a free data. You may be ending buying something that you will pay for. That's the idea of 5G, is to produce a media that you can use to exchange movies or classes or courses or whatever fast.
Oh, that reminds me. Let me go through my dance here.
1 minute.
5 seconds.
Okay, I may wait. I got a video that explains 5G and what the good news and the bad news is, and it's very simple, it's very straightforward, and you will have an idea of what they have on their mind. It's kind of interesting what's going to happen. We're down to seconds.
16.
60. Okay.
We will be back when?
10.
10 minutes?
10 seconds.
Okay.
We'll be back. We'll be back in a few minutes.